Hey folks, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Hopefully you're doing good. After a long time back, and what I mean by that, I haven't recorded any reviews in recent times because I had pre-recorded some videos from Chittagong Port City. I've been uploading them. Hopefully you enjoyed that series, me with the hat and all that. I went for holiday, as you guys already know, and I did some work there. And I felt like I want to cover some Middle Eastern brands, Ajmal, Afnan, Latafa, which I did extensively on my channel. Some exclusive fragrances. Hopefully you will watch them and it will be beneficial. So today I'm back with my room setup again. It's early morning, 6:30 here in the morning, and got my coffee, and outside it's about 15-16 degrees, not very foggy, but still winter time. So I have put together 15 fragrances in random order for good for winter. Okay, just few fragrances I would like to recommend for you to try, and you'll see they are of different types. So let me have final sip and then we'll start the list. So cold weather time, I told you before, I wait for this time of the year, and our winter started very late this year. I was very upset, but now it's kind of making up for it. Not very chill breeze now, but still remain very cold. You cannot turn on the AC yet. So in this kind of weather, I realized some of the fragrances do really well. So I picked up randomly 15 fragrances. You can try, and I'll tell you what they're good for with brief description. I'll start with this perfume, Zino Davidoff. Some of these fragrances people do not mention anymore or bring them anymore in the list, but I like to. So this is why it's here, and it's basically still a very good fragrance. If you like, kind of like a barber shop, masculine, spicy, dark coffee kind of scent. This one had that, I think this fragrance still rocks, got decent longevity, and one of the hidden gems in like from Davidoff. Nowadays the new kids wouldn't know, but I think this fragrance smells amazing, especially the dry down is amazing. I just love it. It's my backup bottle. I'm just always scared of this being discontinued, so definitely check it out if you like to wear barbershop style perfumes with a little bit of a twist. Let's say a fragrance that doesn't smell like anybody else. This is the fragrance you should go for. Okay, and I think this is Johnny Depp's signature scent as well. That's number 15. Number 14, I had a bottle, I finished it, and I felt like I was not going to buy it again, but then I decided to save my sprays on Blood de Chanel a little bit and to get the clone. This is one of the best clones hands down, and this is Luxodor Shogun. This perfume, when you hear Blood de Chanel, some of you will be like, this is a fresh fragrance, what is it doing here in this winter list? This fragrance serves really well when you go for morning walk, even evening walk. This fragrance has some like potency, real good longevity, which makes you smell great. It doesn't have that opening grapefruit that Blood de Chanel has, but the dry down is very close with a little bit of spicy twist. Really amazing fragrance. Shogun, check out my review. Really good fragrance for the budget. Number 13, this fragrance only works in winter. I do not find any occasion else to wear it. It's very spicy, masculine fragrance called Givenchy Gentleman EDT Intense. I basically have the whole line, apart from the Reserve Privé, that one. But this fragrance right here, it's a very long-lasting, I would say woody, spicy, not boozy, but it does have the signature of Givenchy Gentleman line. I think this fragrance is very formal. Office goers will love this fragrance, and I think this perfume will get you compliments if you wear 2 to 3 sprays, not more than that. This projects really well, really nice looking bottle too. This is called Givenchy Gentleman EDT Intense, Eau de Toilette Intense. Okay, so this is definitely good for winter. Number 12, I brought back one of my older fragrances from my collection. I got this in 2016. A lot of memories attached to it. I bought this perfume after selling my Asus phone. I had an Asus. I had a phone, and then I really wanted this fragrance bad, so I sold out my phone, and I got this fragrance for full retail, which is called Burberry Brit Rhythm. This fragrance nowadays, you see, this fragrance is what I'm showing right now. Not anybody talks about them. Nobody talks about them. Reason being, these are not remembered. Okay. This is one of the best fragrances if you love La Nuit de l'Homme, Dior Homme Intense kind of fragrance. This is their take on those kind of fragrances from Burberry. And I'm not saying this is a clone of anything. This one has fig note. This one has leather. This one has a lot of like a sweet, spicy notes as well. This got spice, leather, fig as the 3 dominant notes, Very sexy, very long lasting. From Burberry, not everything lasts a long time. This is a fragrance I want you to try, okay? Great fragrance for night out, for younger crowds, or maybe let's say 20 and up. Very, very sexy fragrance. If you're university and college, you'll be a very mysterious guy. Burberry Brit, Rhythm. And we talk about number 11, then we hit top 10. I think, yeah. I got still a little bit of cold, some ice cream recent times. And yeah, the cold continues winter, but not as severe. Number 11 is this fragrance. One more Luxodor. This is called Prince. And by the way, I picked them up all individually, like did not look at one particular house and pick by house. No, whatever I felt like, oh, this list deserves, I picked it up. Prince, basically, you guys know, is a clone of Aventus, but with a twist. This does have a DNA of Baccarat Rouge, at the same time Oud for Greatness, I think, or Oud Setting Mood, one of those fragrances. Like it has the oud. So basically, this fragrance becomes less sweet, kind of spicy, floral, a mix of Aventus, and with the magnetic cap, of course, extremely potent. These Luxodor perfumes, you have to try one or two, then you appreciate how long they last. I have quite 5-6 of them, and this one right here, I would not say this is a straight up clone of Aventus, but you smell that DNA with a lot more other DNAs of the other two fragrances I mentioned. It smells very expensive, very long lasting. Cold weather, even in snow, it will project and last. This is called Prince by Luxodor Perfumes. Just give me a quick second, let me clear out my throat, it's bothering me. Yeah, sorry about that, early morning, so you know, a little bit of hazard in the workplace. Anyway, so now we start with top 10, and I would start with, I said it's not in order, but let's say, you know, for the video's sake, let's do it like order. Number 10 is a fragrance I used to have long time back. Sold it off. It comes with a beautiful leather pouch. Used to be like around, you could find it for 50 something dollars, but it's now reaching almost $100 because it's discontinued. And I have a tester unit I bought recently from MMC, and I can show you this fragrance right here called Mercedes-Benz Le Parfum. Check out my review to check out full like presentation. I thought I would let it go at first. I may still let it go, but I just wanted to get it for memory's sake. This one feels like Tom Ford Tuscan leather, and a little bit of its own kind of like a DNA. It has sweetness, it has leather. At the same time, it doesn't have the raspberry, but it's fruity. Okay, so it's fruity, less leather, less aggressive, good longevity from it. Cold weather time, it will be very, very good. Okay, Mercedes-Benz Le Parfum. I wish I could show you the cap, but this is a test unit, I don't have it. Check it out, it's getting rare to find. If you ever wanted to get it right now, okay, Mercedes-Benz Le Parfum. That's number 10. Number 9, let's bring out an Ajmal, one of my favorites, AMbre Pimente. I am discovering Ajmal fragrances for the last 2 to 3 months, and I never did own that many Ajmals because they are not available right now. MMC is bringing a lot of Ajmals because they are sold, they got the distributorship in Bangladesh, so they have almost all the Ajmal perfumes and they can bring anything. This one right here looks like a very simplistic bottle, right? It's a transparent bottle, not very exciting. When you see this, you may go past, you're like, I know, I don't want like a transparent watery colored juice. But trust me, if you actually love spices, cardamom, and a little bit of freshness, but the cardamoms and the spicy notes are extremely potent. And this fragrance lasts on me a long time. For colder months, this is a very sexy fragrance if you like. La Nuit de l'Homme. This is more serious brother of La Nuit de l'Homme. Check it out. Ambre Pimente by Ajmal. I'll write down the names. Then number, I think, 10, 9, 8. Number 8, discontinued fragrance. But you can perhaps find this for a good price still, okay? This is their Hugo Boss's take on Dior Intense or Valentino Vumo Intense. You know those fragrances? This is called Hugo Boss The Scent. I think Parfum edition. Yeah, Parfum. The dark bottle. At first I thought you cannot see through the bottle, but if you, in a dark room, if you put LED, you can see. I have a lot of juice left, 85 to 90 ml. So this perfume, it does have the Maninka fruit, which is the basic like a DNA of original the scent. The original scent was not very well received, but the Private Accord, and I think there was Absolute or something like one. I have both of them, both discontinued now, like just like that. This one, if you ever get to sniff, do try it because this one got leather. Look at the bottle, is pretty much like a leather jacket, isn't it? And that's what it does. It has good longevity, or projection is sort of like arm's length. Very sexy fragrance. Definitely check it out if you're wearing a leather jacket and going out for a date where you wear Valentino Vumo, kind of those sexy gourmand fragrances, L'Homme Ideal. Check it out. Very masculine, and the iris in this is very, very beautiful. Check it out. Hugo Boss, the scent Parfum. Number 7, bringing back an old boy, Encre Noire. So many of you ask me, what happened to your love for Encre Noire? You used to talk about it very highly, and you don't show it anymore. You know, it happens when you have so many fragrances in a rotation. Sometimes they go behind the collection and you do not wear them for a while. But then if you miss suddenly one day, you know, oh, where's my Encre Noire? And then you take it out and you wear it. That's when you realize what a great masterpiece this was. This was one of the biggest fragrance in fragrance community that YouTube reviewers recommended. Mark, Drag Dog, all those OG fragrance reviewers, they talked about this. They talked about how great this is. Dark, inky, vetiver, and then I think there was another note, cypress. So this fragrance, it's kind of like a gothic kind of fragrance, and not every occasion you would like to wear this, but in a winter night or evening time, if you just want to go for a walk and you just want to smell your arm, kind of woody, dark fragrance, this is a fragrance you can wear. I find this same ballpark as Gucci Purom one, but not spicy. Such a stunner perfume for this price range, unbelievable quality and longevity. Encre Noire by Lalique. I have another Lalique coming up, by the way, random pick. Number 6 is a fragrance I got last year, and this house is a magical house. It sort of like comes and goes. I find these fragrances wearable all year round, but they're kind of like lighter. You don't smell it like this and you like very obvious like sweet fragrances, no. But this fragrance goes and comes back, okay? And I actually enjoy this with mornings, you know, colder mornings, morning time. This Escentric 03, okay? How do I show it right way? Yeah, Escentric 03 by Escentric Molecules. These fragrances, I had 4 or 5 and I still have 3. The Molecule 01 gets all the love, but this one has some green aspect and some iris as well. Very smooth and a very kind of like a thin green floral kind of experience, but really nice perfume. You can layer it with other fragrance if you like green perfumes. This fragrance definitely works nicely in the winter time. I perhaps will go morning walk with a couple of shots, okay? Amazing house. Just trust me on this. You need to try them and be patient with them. At first you may feel they're not worth it, but later you'll see. Escentric 03 is my number 6. So now top 5. Let's go quickly. Number 5, Lalique, and this is Lalique Purom. Wait, the name this is Equus, right? Not Lalique Purom. This is Lalique Equus. They have 4 in line. So I have the Lalique Lion version. This one. I have Lalique's, what's the other one, the white one, Lalique's, I always forget the name, Lalique's white in these bottles. And there's one more with the blue color bottle, I don't have it. But this one, what this is a sexy and more interesting version of Spice Bomb. This one definitely smells like Spice Bomb at first, but grows to be a different fragrance. It got sweetness, it got spices, pink pepper, citruses, amazing perfume. You need to find this bottle before it's totally gone. I heard they changed the bottle, I don't know about reformulation. Lalique's masterpiece, Lalique's Equus. Number 4, let's show Issey Miyake. My love for Issey Miyake definitely is high. You know, even the respect is high because they don't copy any house. They don't go for trends. They do their own things. So they have some fresh ones, they have some dark ones, they have some like oriental ones, and I think there's some sporty ones as well. They're in the mix. Summer ones, a lot of summer ones, but this is a night out fragrance, okay? I would say this is dark. I think there was incense in it, okay? Some, as far as my memory serves, perhaps some spices as well. It smells very different. It doesn't smell like anything else in my collection. Definitely a great fragrance, a fresh, spicy, dark perfume for nighttime in winter. Nuit Issey by Issey Miyake. That's number 4. Number 3, number 2, number 1, big fragrance. Number 3 is this fragrance. It's called Cerruti 1881 Signature. I hyped it up last year and look at the juice color. And I did say this smells a lot like CH Man Privé, a lot of your other fragrances combined together. Check it out. Check out my review, then you'll see. It smells like different things different times, but very amazing fragrance. This one fragrance will cover you for whole winter if you're just planning to go out and you don't want to break your bank. This is a gem of a fragrance. Okay, this is why this is so high up in the order. Cerruti 1881 Signature. This is number 3. Number 2, a fragrance wintertime. Solely wintertime, this is amazing. Summertime, I hate this fragrance. I don't like it at all. It's overpowering. But this is called Jazz Club. And I have reviewed like 6 to 7 fragrances from this house or more. Oh no, I did more. 10, 15 plus. This perfume, it's kind of like a tobacco, boozy kind of a fragrance, got the mix. It's not as favorite of mine as By the Fireplace, but this fragrance, it's kind of like got the potency, which is what I like about it. Performance is top notch from this fragrance, okay? So imagine just relaxing, jazz music, a little bit colder weather out, just enjoying a few drinks and a cigar and listening to music. This is the fragrance, okay? So check it out. It's a kind of like a fragrance you have to try. Do not blind buy. Jazz Club by Maison Margiela. Next video number 1. I sort of ran out of a bottle. Let me show you my older bottle. I had about few mLs left in it, and I was missing this fragrance. This is a fresh perfume. You people say inspired by Aventus, but I don't get that much similarity. I used to hate this fragrance at first, and this used to be so potent. Nowadays, reformulation not as potent as before, but this is that fragrance called Hacivat by Nishane. This is my new bottle. This is my old bottle. I think, yeah, I cannot see how much juice I'm left with, but if I put light, I can see. So Hacivat, I thought at first I let it go because I thought I had 20 ml left, but this one bottle I have about 5 mLs, which is not enough. The fruity aspect of it and a little bit of a powdery, kind of like a creamy vibe. People say it's similar to Cedrat Boise, Aventus, but some people say it doesn't smell at all like those. But the performance, even the winter time, even after reformulation, still goes solid 7 to 8 hours. Previously used to be like 15-20 hours, but still I would not complain. Nishane does great fragrances. I will perhaps buy an Ani, which is running out. Where is my bottle of Ani? It's somewhere down there, underneath these, okay? So these are my favorite fragrances. So fruitiness, pineapple, lemon, and some musk. I think this is what makes Hacivat great. It's a crowd pleaser through and through. Even winter time, summertime, it works really well. So summertime, I'm expecting more performance from it because of the heat, but Hacivat is my number 1 today. So do try these fragrances out. I think these will do great. I wore them in winter time, like back-to-back years. And I can tell you from different price range, these are some great fragrances. Thank you so much for watching. And hopefully you will try out these fragrances and revisit some of these if you've forgotten about them. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being patient. I will try to do some outdoor shoots if possible in winter before the winter finishes. And these lights will be on as long as the winter stays. Have a nice day. I will see you soon. Take care.